Nate, Tanner, it's Derek from the Wild Pitch. Congratulations on 50, guys. It's quite the milestone. So I have a question for you. You can answer it however you want. If y'all's was going to go to Comic-Con, which of your characters would you most like to cosplay as? Also, a follow-up question. Nate, did you ever get your fried cheese curds in Minnesota? I mean, they're all over the place. Just go to Culver's. Come on. All right. Anyway, guys, congratulations on 50, and here's to 50 more.
Hello, and welcome to episode number 50 of Headline Heroes, a comedy podcast where we take today's headlines and create a comic book origin story, usually. But this is a special day. My name is Drew Mick.
I'm Nathan Haynes.
And I'm Tanner Ackerman.
Well, guys, we did it. This is episode 50 of, well, proper.
Last episode.
No.
Wait. Oh, hold on.
We'll talk about that later.
Wait, but you said it was my last episode that I should stop.
Oh, yeah, buddy. Yeah, ooh. That is the last episode. Definitely. Yeah.
Is it because I keep burping?
No.
I said I'd stop. I'd stop doing it as much.
A little bit. Yeah, it is a little bit that for sure. Yeah, I'm sorry.
You know the Diet Sunkiss gets me all gassy. You know that.
Boy, is that your new drink now?
I mean,
what happened to that A&W?
What happened to that ginger ale?
I'm on a rotation. I kind of do an A&W ginger ale Diet Sunkiss sort of rotation.
My question is, how do you drink ginger ale? Like, how do you have it go down when you're constantly vomiting because you're drinking ginger ale?
Are you okay? Well,
now you made it. No,
I gotta go up to bat for Nate on this one. I love ginger ale.
Ginger ale's so good.
I mean, it's okay if you like the taste of garbage in your mouth.
All right. Well,
if I
guess we don't have as fine a tune as palate as you, Tanner.
Drew, you don't like mushy cereal.
Yeah, and you don't. And I hate pumpkin spice, but you love it for some fucking reason. I don't get it.
Tanner, could you imagine a mushy cereal that tasted like pumpkin spice?
Oh God!
Oh God, that'd be so good.
I think Tanner would die happy. But anyway, yeah, welcome to number 50. Also, over a year of Headline Heroes. We started early April of 2017, and this comes out in May. Oh, we're close enough. Delay. So yeah, welcome, and I guess we'll just start off. Thank you, Derek from the Wild Pitch, for calling in. We really appreciate it. Derek, who we've guested on his show a few times. We really enjoy it. Go check that show out. We love it. But the question is, who would we cosplay as at Comic-Con? I'm gonna have
to go. That is a great question, first of all, but I have to look at our list of heroes to remember.
Well, I've got one that I would definitely love to do, and it would be for someone who's cosplaying on a budget.
I think I know.
Which one do you think it is?
I think you're gonna say Derek. Just literally a name tag from a hotel that just says hello, my name's Derek.
No, that would be great. No, I was gonna do the Phantom Flush.
Ooh.
Mostly so I could just rut through a garbage dump and find a toilet and strap it to my back.
That could get heavy after a while though.
Yeah. Oh, and part of the canon is the toilet is stuck to the back, right?
Yes. So you would be wearing it like a backpack.
Yeah, but anything for the con, you know?
Man, you could do that pretty cool, though. You could get a little fan in the toilet that blows one of those, an inflatable ghost-looking character.
Oh, like a mini one of those things outside of a car dealership?
Yeah, flailing.
Wacky waving inflatable arm film.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome. Yeah, so I would pick that.
That's a good idea.
That is.
I think if I had to go with one, I might need, if you guys are interested in sort of teaming up on a...
Of course, I'm down.
I'm thinking that we could maybe between the three of us get... oh boy, the guys Stomp and Chomp, the two donkeys, the gladiator donkeys.
Okay, so who do you want to be?
Well,
you need two people.
I obviously want to be the butt of Stomp.
Wait, who's going to be my butt?
Tanner's a tall, lanky boy, and he could probably be one whole donkey if he had to be.
Oh, you're right. That or we could two of us could be donkeys and one be Carrot. And we just chase
we're
around.
Just chasing everywhere. Oh boy.
That'd be good.
I would probably, because I'm lazy and I'm not creative with costume things like that. I think I would do Teen Rex because I could just buy one of those inflatable T-Rex costume things, which is what that like whole thing was about in the first place, was one of those costumes.
Yeah.
Don't forget though, the one key ingredient to that costume.
Do you have a tux on or something?
He wore a bow tie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he got struck by lightning. I think that was the
one. So we're gonna have to do that.
One time we allowed him to be struck by lightning.
Was that the one where
he wasn't? He wasn't actually struck by lightning. That was Optimus Prime was struck by lightning.
You're right.
I can't remember anything anymore.
I've got a mind like a steel trap.
Jesus, good job.
Teen Rex was like cursed by the principal.
That's it.
Right.
With the Necronomicon.
For doing the T-Rex shuffle.
How could I forget?
Like Tony Robbins was involved or something.
Yeah, Tony. Yeah, he's always creeping
we're
in.
Weird.
Yeah. Follow-up question for Nate.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever get fried cheese curds?
Not the question we asked, and I refuse to answer.
I love, like, I don't know if he is trolling you or he genuinely didn't, like,
no,
was asking.
He knows what he's done. Derek, at me on Twitter. I will fight you.
I mean, Culver's cheese curds are pretty good.
I mean,
that's not... Drew, that's not the... No.
I would like an order of cheese curds except extra long and mozzarella sticks.
I mean, I like cheese curds more than mozzarella sticks, so I would rather get those anyway.
What are we even doing here?
Well, let me tell you, Minnesotans are eager to tell you all about their fucking cheese curds.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Can't wait. All right.
So,
Thank
Drew,
you, Derek.
what are we doing for this episode?
Oh, I guess...
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there. I thought you...
No, that's a good point. Yeah, we reached out to y'all, for those of you from not the South. And we asked you to send us voicemails or text or tweet at us any questions you had, and for us to answer them this episode. Kind of, want to do a Q&A, maybe give you the opportunity to learn more about us. One of the first questions we got set in was from Elizabeth Nordenholt, who is host of the podcast Your Fave is Problematic, which is a very good podcast and can't recommend it enough. She wanted to know what our friendship origin story was, and I thought that would be a good one to have early on for us. So, Nate and Tanner, how did you guys meet?
Oh boy, through you. Like I don't think ours is super exciting.
Yeah,
I think Tanner came to visit at college.
I can't even think of the first time I would have met Nate. I do remember the first time I think I bonded with Nate.
Yes, I think I know what this is.
Well, I don't know. Maybe you do. So your guys' college town does something called Nordic Fest in the summers.
Oh, yes.
Uh-huh.
So I remember we were visiting.
Iowa.
I think, Drew, you were living on campus at the time, like for the summer?
Yeah, I was working there over the summer.
So me and all of our mutual friend Kirk were up there visiting, and Nate was there as well. He had come down from Minnesota. And Nate and I left whatever dorm room we were hanging out in to walk back to yours real quick, Drew, to grab more beer. And as we're walking out the door, Kirk yelled out YOLO Brolo to us. And I remember pausing and turning back, and Nate simultaneously did the same thing. And Nate just said, "I'm glad you did that too." And that was it. And I've always remembered that for some reason.
Oh.
Aw.
Oh, bud.
Such a weird thing to say.
I thought for sure you were going to say the time that you guys were hanging out in Madison because you were both there for different reasons.
There's a picture of us extremely drunk eating bacon.
That picture is very good. I forgot about that picture. Oh, yeah. That was fun too.
But really, that's great. Friendship origin story. I guess really I was friends with Tanner and then I was friends with Nathan. And then I forced them to be friends. Probably not really, but when it came time to do a podcast, I mean,
it's a
you
real
guys
strain
both...
to be here every week. I got to admit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it sucks. I guess to get into it, Tanner and I were friends in high school. I don't remember specifically when we started hanging out. I know that I started hanging out with a different group of people, ironically, because of I switched churches. And Tanner, you didn't go to that church at all, but you still hung out with those people that I met through that.
Yep.
Kirk, that same guy that we were talking about, was a part. Kirk is going to be a recurring theme here, I think.
Probably.
Yeah. So I don't. Do you have any early memories of us, Tanner?
I know
or is it
we
just
always
kind of,
had
I've always
math
been there?
classes together for some reason.
Yeah.
Like freshman year, I remember the movie 300 had come out. And you were describing the sex scene, like we were talking about.
What?
We were talking about the movie
again,
in class. No, so Drew goes, he's talking about it, and like he gets up to the sex scene because he was like summarizing the movie. He goes, and then they waka waka, and then he went right past the sex scene. And I remember that being very funny because I was like, why would they make the Pac-Man noise? So that's one of my earliest memories of when we were like first becoming friends.
Yeah, to this day, I think that really sums up that entire movie, really.
Good flick.
Good flick.
Good flick. And then I met Nate. We met in college, and that was because I was rooming with Kirk, the same friend. And Kirk, I walked up to my room, and Kirk was there, and so was Nathan. And I had never really met Nate before in my life, and it was just this random guy. Yeah, and then we became good friends. And it turns out that we had the same morning computer science class together. And I think we've told that story before about how I just suck at coding.
I think so.
No need to rehash it.
If you haven't told it, you can contact us on Twitter. We'll give you the whole rundown.
Yeah, I'm very bad.
He's not ready yet, but he's getting there one day.
I'm getting there one day. Yeah, I think is that pretty much.
I think that's it.
I don't know. Do you have any, I guess, memories of us, Nate? Do you?
Well, so there was that one time I came up to your guys' room and then Waka Waka, and the rest is history, really.
Yeah, I almost forgot about that. I told you never tell that story.
Yeah, it's one of those just things that I will always remember. You just describing it as Waka Waka.
Do you think I should read another question and then go to a voicemail or go to a voicemail?
I'd say you just read one, right?
Yeah.
Do you have a voicemail?
Yeah. I have a voicemail. Yes. Let me just navigate. Here it is.
Hey, Headline Heroes. This is Kirk out of Iowa, and I was curious, if you could spend the night partying with one superhero, who would it be and why? Have a great episode. Bye.
Oh, there he is.
That's a sweet boy.
Thanks, Kirk.
So that's
Any
Kirk.
hero we could party with?
Any
hero. Who do you think would just be awesome to party with?
I mean, Bruce Wayne's got to have some abilities to party,
Yeah,
right?
He's gonna leave
he's got the
halfway
money and
through,
the
though.
persona.
I would pick Thor.
Oh,
'Cause you know he's partying like it's the last day before Valhalla.
that is a good choice.
Bushido Sobo probably has some really nice tea cakes she makes. I'm thinking she can really.
Well, in our holiday, if it's ours, Derek can throw a banger.
That's true. Derek's got it going on.
Yeah, he's got it. So yeah, I guess really just Derek.
Well, I mean, all we'd have to ask him is to throw a great party, and he'd be there.
Hey, Derek, can you throw a banger, please?
But I mean, what if he throws an English sausage at you?
Oh man,
hate it when that happens.
Take a banger in the mouth.
Banger. Tanner, did you have anyone?
I'm trying to think of something good. Like, the Hulk came to mind, but like, he's good to party with if you want to literally rage. But I feel like everything would be destroyed. So
Hulk play Paul.
There'd be a lot of collateral damage.
Hulk call next.
Hulk throw bow. No, Hulk. No, don't
bow.
throw bows. Watch those bows.
I think
Hulk all bow.
Booster Gold maybe would be fun to party with because he's from the future. And he'd have a lot of like future drinking games that we wouldn't know about.
What do you mean you guys haven't played Schlarslacks? That's not a thing?
Everyone get out your Slurple. No, okay, now hold on.
I'm gonna play another one from Kurt.
Yeah.
Hey, Headline Heroes. Out of curiosity, who do you think would win out of all of your superheroes and supervillains in a free-for-all? And why do you think they would do so? Thanks, big fan. Have a good episode.
Oh, Kirk. I don't know. Big battle royale, over 50 heroes and villains. Who would win?
Because there's got to be one hero that we've made that's just or villain that's just extremely overpowered.
I think that would actually be the one from last week.
But someone would have to wish.
Yeah, you're right.
There's like wishes involved.
Derek is kind of an obvious pick, but at the same time, also like,
okay,
he'd probably only really be able to take out like whatever one he's specifically fighting right at that moment.
He sees
okay.
He sees Governor Lisk, and then he turns into snake repellent, and he defeats Governor Lisk. But then what's that? Out of the corner, it's windshield, and the snake repellent doesn't work.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can't do anything.
Oh,
And he's got that cooldown. So I think Derek's, as much as we love Derek, Derek's out.
Stomp and Chomp have a legion of hyper smart.
Oh God, by sheer numbers.
I was thinking by sheer numbers they might just be able to have some good luck there, but
Optimus Prime is a giant robot.
he is.
He is.
Well, not giant. I mean, he's not as like
big.
big as the Iron Giant, I guess.
He's big enough. Man, who just has that will to survive?
Windshield, I guess.
Is that your pick?
Infestra. Infestra has the will to survive. She was left alone in space, remember?
Oh, she does, and she was reborn in a cocoon.
A cocoon.
Cocoon. That's a good pick. I think I would pick Sheriff Coleman, and here's why.
Okay.
All right.
He's a train.
Now, he is not a train.
Yeah, but I mean, he's more trained than anyone else here.
He's a train.
It's true. That is true. He's more trained than anyone else.
So that's why I would pick him for sure.
Or what? I can't really think of his name, which is bothering me. But the were mongoose,
The man goose.
Mangoose, who's always riding that mongoose BMX bike.
Yeah, he would look very rad doing it.
Yeah, he'd look great.
Nate, did you have anyone else you thought would be a contender here?
No, I mean I was just looking through our list, and I think we've hit the ones that would probably do the best. Mr. Ed, probably.
Mr.
Probably.
Oh, damn it! It's Mr. Ed.
Yeah.
It's Mr.
Probably
Ed.
is Mr. Ed, isn't it?
It's Mr. Ed. He's got that. He's got that will to survive.
And also, like, he'd probably just call a hit in with his gang. And he's like,
for sure.
Like, hey guys, what if we did guns? Nobody thought to just do guns.
Yeah, all of our heroes, when you think about it, are weak to guns.
Windshield is like, haha, I can fly, but then she's shot.
And then there's a gun.
And kind of dead. So
yeah, so Mr. Ed on that
Mr.
one
Ed would win
for sure. Thank you, Kirk, for calling that one in. Do we want to do another red question?
Sure.
Let's see. This one is: what is your favorite podcast other than your own, sent in by your brother, Tyler Ackerman? Thank you, Tyler.
Thanks, Tyler. What was the question?
What's your favorite podcast other than your own? I hate you guys. I love you guys, but our podcast is not my favorite podcast.
No.
Yeah, even he wouldn't have had to say the outside your own thing.
I hate you guys so much. What are you guys thinking?
Oh,
well,
yeah, you got Tanner. Sorry.
Well, I have a couple probably.
Okay.
I don't know. The Adventure Zone by the McElroy family. That's probably the answer. It's probably my all-time. Like, just genuinely love all of it.
That's a good one.
Otherwise, outside of like that stuff, I say the Bill Simmons podcast for like anything sports related.
Yeah.
What about you, Nate, Mr. Stuck Up over there?
Well, I mean, okay, so it's tough because I also really love the Adventure Zone. That and my brother and me fill very different areas of humor and content. So like, I think Adventure Zone is still my favorite, but with Bim Bam as a close second. But if you were to take me out of the McElroy family of podcasts, their own little sub network that they have there, it's kind of hard to pick. Gimlet does a podcast called Heavyweight that I like a lot.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And
damn, that's a good
I also
one, yeah.
really enjoy Reply All.
Damn it.
Oh, sorry. Well, you can cut that. You can cut that
Oh,
out.
that's fine. No. All right. Yeah. So my favorite podcasts are definitely The Adventure Zone, and My Brother and Me. Let's see. We should mention like that was though the McElroys were probably a big inspiration for all of us wanting to do this podcast. Jesus. Yeah. Heavyweights is great. I was thinking I'd say that, but all right. Nope. Reply All is great, but no, I won't say that one. I've been getting really into Wonderful lately, and that's a great one. That is also a McElroy one.
Jeez.
That is Griffin. Limetown's great, but I think I'll say this one, Mission to Zix. I really enjoyed that one, and I can't wait for season 2 to come out. It's a like improv storytelling science fiction podcast that I listened to 3 times, and I loved it. So yeah, I'll say that.
Damn.
I just really like comedy podcasts. But then there's also, I'm sorry. Also NPR Politics is in here as well.
Oh yeah, I listened to a lot of
The Daily, yeah,
podcasts for sure.
Yeah, Daily, and yep, for sure, 99%.
I mean, I do listen to a lot of non-comedy, but comedy is my
I do too,
favorite.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, so Tyler also asks, do you have jobs outside of the podcast?
No. Next question.
All right.
you.
This is a full-time job for me.
No, I am a software developer. That's
What-
it.
what-
That's all I
what do you-
got.
what do you
I don't know
do?
what else you want?
What do you do? I
make
still
software.
don't understand. Oh, what about hardware?
Nope. That's more of an engineer side of things. I don't really do a whole lot with that. I know.
Let's see. Right now, well, that's a difficult question. Right now, when we're recording, I am doing one job, and actually, when this comes out, I will be doing a different job. But I'll say my new job it's a nonprofit work, doing good stuff. But my previous job, I guess the one that I'm doing right now, I worked at a small liberal arts college in annual giving for them, which was very rewarding in itself, and I will greatly miss it. Tanner.
I work for a very large payment processor, and I deal with fraud.
In order to get what you're hunting down, you must become fraud.
Yes,
Is that, yeah,
that's pretty accurate.
for sure. Another voicemail? Actually, I don't think I have many more voicemails. I'm thinking about it. Oh, wait, no, I do have one more voicemail. Let me give that a play.
Hey guys, it's Chauncey from Melbourne. It's 64 degrees in Wisconsin right now. I had a question for you for your 50th issue, which is what we're doing right now. If you were going to start the Headline Heroes cinematic universe, which character would be your launching point that is most accessible to the American public? And then how many years would you be teasing a giant villain and then eventually show that villain in a movie that has probably got way too much going on in it? That's just my Australian opinion. Anyway, congratulations, guys.
Good old Chauncey from the Australian from Wisconsin. Thanks for that weather update, too. That's a difficult question.
Most accessible. What I think is
Who's our
the first thing I
springboard?
think we need to acknowledge is that none of our characters are accessible to the American public.
I don't know if I agree with that.
I'm just kidding.
What are you thinking, Tanner?
Oh, so I feel like our most accessible is honestly the first one we made.
Everybody's
Bushido
got a
Soba?
grandma.
Yeah,
Everyone's got
everyone has
that
a grandma. Bushido Sobo, she's a lovable grandma that kicks ass. I genuinely think that is where I would start it, even if she was like the
Ooh.
20th one we made.
Well, can I suggest something along that line?
Yes.
Can we like pivot it so that it's actually not like through the perspective of Bushido Soba, but it's actually through Simon, her grandson?
Yes, that
So
actually is perfect.
He's at that ground level, and then he's like seeing all these heroes come up, and he's strangely a part of it. He is the Nick Fury that binds them all together. He's not really Nick Fury. I'm trying to think of like who appeared across all of them. Phil Coulson.
Phil Coulson.
Yeah, cool.
Phil Coulson. Good old Phil.
So could I take this question a step further?
Yes.
Just a quick overview. Like if we were going to do the first 5 movies leading to like an Avengers style team up, like what would your first 5 be? I mean, I know, or even first 3. Like I'm just curious who we would put in like a first team. Bushido Sobo.
Yeah, and I think along with that, it's got to be McGruff as well in there.
I mean, it makes sense
we
if
need
Simon's
Simon.
in it. He has that direct connection.
And
Yeah.
then maybe Derek, because Derek like can stretch
Derek's
across
just
a lot of stuff,
relatable.
too.
Uh-huh.
He's just so relatable.
Yeah.
Is the thing.
I think a Windshield would be pretty good to have in there.
Remember when we had like a wheel for like 2 episodes where I would decide if we were picking a hero or villain, and we realized it was pointless?
Yeah, it was real stupid.
Well, at
Live
first
and
there was
learn.
going to be like other things we were going to try and create, but it was going to be way too hard.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw a different one in there, and I think this would be very good. I forget her name, but it's the whale one.
The one where she explodes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What did we call her?
That
Oh
was the
no!
one where I wanted the exploding whale that pieces itself together, right?
Yeah, the whale one. Damn it! I really liked her.
What the hell was that?
Explosion. I don't remember.
If you know it, tweet it at us.
Yeah, tell us how bad we are at this.
Listen, you make 50 episodes of a podcast and then try and remember them all, okay?
It's very hard. Yeah, so her.
Oh, wait, I think, okay. It was episode 40, Whale That's All, folks.
Yep.
And it's the one where we talked about mozzarella sticks.
Yep. Not.
We talk about Animorphs in that one, too.
We did, yeah.
Speaking of, do you guys want to talk about Animorphs again? I have some thoughts on the 30th book.
Oh, good. So with that's like 4 heroes that are leading up to who would be the Loki in this hypothetical phase 1 headline heroes?
Loki.
I kind of want to say Infestra.
I almost wonder if that's just because that she played such a big, like, I'm wondering if she's like in our mind because she played a big role in the first like half of our year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she did. We could try to pick later. Otherwise, Operation Thunder Lizard Arson would be the greatest plot for them to fight against.
For the Headline Heroes movie.
For Teen Rex, yes.
That would be pretty dope. Also, I think it was Debris.
Oh, that's probably right.
Like short for debris. Or like similar to debris, not short for it.
That was the name of the person from the Eagles future one.
Fuck.
We're never gonna people tweet us at it.
Tweet us at it, please.
That was the name of the girl from.
Yeah, you're right. I'm looking through my notes. I'm like desperate to figure it out.
You're looking through.
Yeah.
I remember I actually recorded that one live or with Nathan. I remember that. I don't know. We'll figure it out later.
And then what was his other question? Oh, just how long would we wait to have a villain?
That's only 20 years.
I think I was detecting some subtle commentary on an up and coming movie from one Chauncey from Wisconsin.
Yeah,
that is already League. Yeah, the Justice League, because we're recording this very early.
I'll say his reviews so far have been pretty good. So like, I'm gonna hope. I want to hope, Chauncey. Let me hope.
By the time this comes out, it will be out.
It will be out. We'll have seen it.
Yeah.
I don't look at reviews.
I'm sorry, Tanner. I didn't mean to I didn't actually read any reviews. I just heard they were positive.
No, it's all good. What was the question?
I think we answered it.
Okay.
Yeah, we got it. We did it.
You're welcome, Chauncey.
So I think let's just break it up a little bit. I've prepared a little something for you guys. Hey, Nate, here's a cake.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, why don't you bite into that?
Oh, there's a piece of paper.
Give me that back, you son of a bitch. Why? It's a quiz. I made a quiz. It's been so long.
Why did you make me eat it?
I wanted you to. I really enjoyed watching it. Your parents are watching.
I guess. Where are you? No, that jade monkey you gave me. No. Oh, it was a camera. You didn't really find that in the Amazon.
Oh, I did. There was just weirdly a camera in that one too.
Camera already in there.
I was like, oh, this is convenient for what I need to do.
The Amazonian people were a pervy bunch, always watching each other through cameras.
They loved it. Yeah, but I made a quiz, and to kind of appropriate to our 50th episode, I wanted to quiz you guys on past episodes.
Jesus, well, I think we just showed how bad we are at that.
Yeah,
I hope
so
one of them's not the name of the whale person.
Yeah.
No, because I would have had that in front of me. I will say that these are from earlier on episodes, because I figured it would be better if I ever returned to this. Better to break this up. So these are earlier on episodes. And strangely enough, I feel like our knowledge is best early on. So let's see what happens. I'm going to have you both work together on this.
Okay.
You can deliberate. But although at the end there is a Tanner specific question and a Nate specific question.
Ooh.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Let's start off. What is the name of Windshield's fiance?
Oh no!
Oh man, I remember.
Okay, I'm not sure if I cut this or not, but there were at least 2 times where we had to stop recording because we needed to bring this character back in, and
I'm talking to Tanner now. I'm not answering.
Yeah.
Tanner, remember back when Drew was yelling it from the bathroom? Was it Dennis?
Oh. Man, yeah, he was yelling it from the bathroom. I don't know if that got in the recording. I have to feel like I don't think it did. But
I'm just. I can.
No, I definitely cut it.
He definitely cut it, but it was helping me sort of remember.
Dennis, it's because you had just said it.
I had just found it, and then he was yelling it because he couldn't hear me. Lewitt? Dennis?
It's not Eric.
No, I don't think so.
This is great.
I'm gonna. Is it Devin?
Is it Devin?
Is this your final answer?
I feel like it's in that neighborhood.
Yeah, let's just go with Devin.
It's Devin. All right. Answer starts with a D.
Fuck.
Ends in an N.
Dennis.
It's Dylan.
Dylan.
God.
It's Dylan.
Is the
Dylan,
name of
yeah,
the
I can
windshield
hear it
fiance.
now.
Now, can you remember his superhero name?
Oh, Tornado Tom.
Ooh,
Ooh.
not quite.
Tornado.
Oh, Tommy Tornado.
Tommy Tornado, yes.
Because
Yeah.
he had Tommy guns.
Yeah, two
guns.
Tommy guns that shot tornadoes, absolutely. So I give you no points, and that's a very
God have mercy on your soul.
bad start. In our first episode,
Okay.
Hard Hits, Harder Candy, where was Bushido Sobo located?
I think this was a topic of
I'll give you a hint.
debate.
It was, I re-listened to it, and
Now, okay, can you clarify? Is this city, state, region? Like, what are you
It's-
looking for?
it's a city. I would say it is both a city and a region.
I think I know it. I think it's New York City.
Yeah, I would agree.
Ooh, that was the thing. That was the debate. And I think, honestly, it's not that.
Oh, is it Myrtle Beach?
It is Myrtle Beach.
Damn, I knew it was one of the two. I knew that's what we were like argued on. And I think I wanted
we
it to
argued
be
about
Myrtle
it, but
Beach.
yeah, you did.
God damn it.
But like, I think maybe offline in my head, I was like, you know what? Myrtle Beach is appropriate for an old lady, you know? Do you know, this is more of a geography question, but what state is Myrtle Beach in?
South Carolina.
Yes.
Because she was getting on a plane in South Carolina when they found the sword, I think.
Yes. In a hurricane, because she was not aware it was in that.
Yes.
I'll give you a point for that. I don't know why we don't points. Whose line is it anyway? Okay. What was the name of MechGriff's support group?
What was it? We can do this. We know this one.
It was
Wait,
something dog. The dog pounds.
No, it was dog. It wasn't the Dog Watchers.
Oh, it was Watch Dogs.
The Watchdogs. There it is.
You got it. The Watchdogs.
Not the dog pound, huh?
No, not the Dog Watchers and
Not
not
the
the
Pound
Dog
Hounds?
Pound.
But who
Not
watches
the
the dog
Pound Hounds.
watchers?
This one is more of an interesting trivia. And I don't expect you to get this. But let's see what happens. In what episode was Animorphs first mentioned, and who mentioned it?
So I think it's tempting to say it's me who mentions it, but maybe someone else did. Maybe this is a.
Wouldn't be surprised if it was me because I said something like, "Isn't that just the plot of Animorphs to something once?"
What episode do you think it was, Tanner? And I'm not going to look at the doc, if it's even in there at all.
It would have been something animal related. Is it maybe the Governor Lisk episode?
Governor, I think that was like number 9 or something, right?
Yeah, it was
That's not
fairly
too.
early on.
I think that's pretty early. Yeah, no, I think that's good. Like that's, yeah. So I'd be fine going with Governor Lisk episode and you saying it,
Yeah, let's go with that because I think it's saying it's used too obvious.
unless they were supposed to think it's too hot. Let's just go with it.
Okay, we're gonna say me and that episode with Governor Lisk.
Governor Lisk and Tanner said it. So which number was that?
Let me look here. Number 9. It was number 9.
You're half right. Tanner did say it.
Oh,
All
nice.
right.
And I'm actually very surprised you guessed the context too, Tanner.
I did.
You said that sounds like the plot of Animorphs.
And then did Nate come in and like correct me on what the actual plot was or something?
No, hold on here.
There's aliens that come down and put leeches in people's ears.
Wait, what the fuck is that? What it is?
Well, that's how they control them. It's complicated.
That's really what it is.
That's part of it.
Jesus Christ!
Part of a larger tapestry. Okay.
Oh my god!
Maybe I'm thinking of something. I'm thinking of something else. I am thinking of. Oh, geez. It's that book where that guy turns into a grotesque creature, like overnight, randomly.
Are you talking about Animorphs?
No. Well,
Well, we are
yes,
now.
I am talking about Animorphs. How did you know?
So that's number 5.
I didn't like that at all. I didn't like hearing my own voice all of a sudden.
Oh, you must hate this podcast.
Which one should I shoot? I didn't know I was getting my gun out. And I was like,
That's
which
episode 5,
Damn.
Creepy Crawlies and NASA Follies.
Oh,
I was listening to old episodes and suddenly Tanner says Animorphs and I was just like, wait a minute, what? Animorphs? And then I went back and listened to the first 4 just to verify, but that is in fact the first instance where Animorphs was mentioned in our podcast.
that was really on.
So half right, so give yourself a point, I guess.
Nice.
What? Here's a great one. What was the name of the evil college introduced in Coffee with a Shot of Justice and then later officially named in Glazed and Confused?
North. It was North something, right, Tanner?
Yeah, it was North Dunkerton. Does that sound right?
Dunkington?
And then I think it became Dunkington when we renamed it because it was donor related then, because Dunkin' Donuts.
So wait, do we have to name both, Drew? Or I'm confused about the
It
phrasing of your
was never named in Coffee with a Shot of Justice. We kept it. It was named. We kept it as its actual name, and then we later changed the name to better fit in Glazed and Confused.
No, I'm with you. I understand now. I just want to.
Yeah.
So I think you're right, Tanner. But which one is it? Ing or
I think
Dunkington or Dunkerton?
Oh, I don't know. I'll let you decide.
I want to say North Dunkerton.
Okay.
You got it.
Hell yeah.
And that debate that you had was exactly why I put it in there, because we kept debating if it was Dunkerton or Dunkington.
Wow. We stay consistent.
Because it was Northumbria or something like that. That was the actual college. So we changed it to better fit with Dunkin' Donuts. Correct. Keeping with the Coffee with a Shot of Justice episode, what were the superhero names of the brother and sister heroes of Double Shot?
Man, because I always just call them Double Shot.
I know.
Espresso.
Yes.
And it's not.
Is it Jitters?
I'm trying to remember if we decided with Jitters or if we said it and then didn't actually go with it.
It's literally the only thing I can think of.
I think it must be Jitters because I think that's the one that vibrates through walls.
Yeah.
So Jitters and Espresso.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is correct. Bonus.
Ooh.
Which one was the brother and which one was the sister?
Sister.
There was actually
sister was Super Speed and Jitters was the guy, the vibrating one. I'm pretty sure.
That's correct.
That.
Yep, that's correct. Because we wanted to not have the guy be the speedster.
Yes.
Ooh,
for
good
stupid
point.
reasons
Good point,
or something.
us.
Yeah. Ding ding. Let's see.
Waka waka.
Waka waka.
Waka waka. Okay, I think that's all the questions I had for that. But Nate, here's just a question for you. Tanner, you don't help him.
Okay.
Don't you help me, Tanner.
Nate, what is the name of the devices used in the movie Twister?
Oh no. Dorothy 1 and Dorothy 2.
Yeah!
You got it.
Holy shit. Okay.
You got it.
I seriously, that was, oh boy. That was
didn't have
tough,
to put you on blast.
Actually.
Yeah, so that is from, I think, our windshield episode.
It has to be.
Tanner, question for you.
Yes.
What is the name of the bread that they ate in The Lord of the Rings?
Oh no. Special elf bread that if you eat one piece, it fills you up.
Yeah, you described it.
That's the function. Yes.
You definitely described it. Yep.
Smeagol throws it away and blames Sam.
Yeah.
I can't believe Sam has done this.
How could Sam do this? Oh my god. Does it start with like an S or something weird like that?
No.
God. Why?
Doesn't start with a Y either.
No, I'm saying why can't I think of this?
I will allow a hint, and I'll allow Nate to give you a hint.
Oh boy.
I don't know how to do it as a hint though.
There's not like a great way to give a hint.
Yeah.
I mean, we could give him the first letter. Do you think that'd be fair?
Sure.
Starts with an L, Tanner.
Starts with an L?
Yeah.
Is it like a weird, hard to say elf word?
No.
Not really. There is a quote in the movie where it's in the second movie at the very beginning where Sam is just like going through what food they have, and he's just like, look, Mr. Frodo, we have blank.
It's like,
oh, and what's this? More blank.
Lame ass?
It's lame ass.
Lame
ass bread.
Tolkien was such a trickster.
So it's lame.
You are.
I'm gonna make people fucking say lame ass bread.
Lame ass bread.
Is it lame ass? Is that what it's called?
No, you are so close.
You're so close, man.
Lembus bread.
Lembus?
Yeah.
Ah, fuck. That was close.
I'll give you another question. What's the name of the Ent that Merry and Pippin met?
Treebeard.
Yeah, you got it. First try.
Yeah, that was my favorite character.
Oh, really?
He rambled.
Well, do you know who voiced him?
Mr.
Smarty Pants?
The same dude who voiced the dwarf.
Whoa. Well, okay. He didn't voice the dwarf. He played the dwarf.
He did his voice too, Drew.
Oh, yeah. You love that tree? Name 3 of his albums.
Yeah. I liked his older stuff. Moss on My Feet.
I liked him when he was underground.
When he was just a sapling.
Good flick.
Good flick. Yes, that's
Wait,
my
Drew,
quiz.
can I ask you a
Good
question?
job.
Yeah, you can ask me a question.
What is the name of the main character in Thunderpants?
Oh shit.
Oh boy.
Oh shit. Oh no.
Can I help?
Smart.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Can we collaborate?
Patrick.
Patrick Smash.
Yeah. Patrick
Smash. Patrick Smash.
Because it had nothing to do. There's no pun.
Yeah, no fart puns on that one.
Yep.
Everything else is basically a fart pun, but not his name.
I remember that one off the top of the dome. I didn't even have to look that up.
Didn't we name a character something Smash? It was the tennis villain.
Oh shit, we did, didn't we?
Bolt Smash.
Bolt Smash. I didn't even realize that. That was probably subconsciously Thunderpants
Wasn't
coming
Bolt
in.
Smash his rival?
Yes.
Yeah, it was the villain, yeah. Yeah, so that was my quiz. Little trip down memory lane.
Nice job. I
That was
loved it.
fun.
Yeah. I thought, we could continue to
It was
keep
tough
this
without
one.
being too tough.
Thank you. All right, moving on. We asked Carl to send us something in, and he prepared a little something for us, so I guess I'll just give that a play here.
I'm Tanner Ackerman. The real Tanner Ackerman. The Tanner Ackerman with you is not for real. Seriously? You got it. Rescue need. I'm stuck in the phone line. He's trapped me here. Don't believe him. Fuck me. Here he come. Is that the whole thing? What the fuck is that?
Now, from the sounds of it, the real Tanner is trapped in the phone lines.
Whoa, I was so like, oh, Carl did something? Like, I just didn't know what it was. And I figured I must have missed it. What the hell?
I do have a transcript here if you guys want to.
Oh, please, yes.
I'm Tanner Ackerman, the real Tanner Ackerman. The Tanner Ackerman with you is not real. Seriously, you gotta rescue me. I'm stuck in the phone line. He trapped me here. Don't believe him. Fuck me. Here he comes. Laughter.
Oh, that was very uncomfortable.
Oh, I loved that.
Well, thank you, Carl.
Well, I don't think we're done. I think we gotta address this. These
Tanner, what proof do
allegations.
you have that you are the real Tanner? Say something only the real Tanner would say.
Ginger ale sucks.
God damn it.
Wait, hold on. What's your favorite kind of cereal? Like form?
I would take Cinnamon Toast Crunch and I would let it sit for a few minutes so it gets mushy.
Yep, he's real.
Whoa.
That's him. I'm convinced.
Oof.
Wait, hold on. Pumpkin spice thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I would. Do you have some right now?
Okay, it's not him. The real Tanner would be like, where?
I'm still drinking pumpkin spice coffee this time of year. So.
Oh my God. What's wrong with you? Thank you, Carl, for that.
Yeah,
That was-
appreciate it.
Excellent.
Yeah. Another question for us.
Did you want to
Tyler asks again, which one of you would be kicked out and replaced by Brendan Fraser when the podcast hits it big? I think we all know the obvious answer to that one.
Yes, we all
all
know.
of us.
it would just become his podcast.
It would just become his podcast.
It would just be Brandon's podcast for sure.
He would do a hostile takeover.
For sure. I would love to do Jeff's questions, but I need to find them first because I didn't actually keep them somewhere.
I was just like, we should probably do at least one of Jeff's.
Yeah,
I didn't know he had asked
forgot
me.
about that. Yeah, he. Thank you, Jeff, for tweeting them at us. I just gotta find them. Where are they? Oh,
Oh, they
Nope.
were tweeted. That's why I didn't know.
where are they?
Where is she?
Oh, he DM'd them to us. Hold on, I gotta go through the.
Sliding in the
Oh, he
DMs.
slid into those DMs.
Sliding those DMs.
Okay, so Jeff asked us about 20 questions. We already kind of answered the first one.
Just pick whichever one you like.
If you could start a band, what kind would it be, and what would you be called?
Probably like some sort of Gregorian chant.
Oh,
choir.
chanting, yeah, for sure.
I don't know what we'd be called though.
Trying to think of a play on Headline Heroes that is a rock band's name.
We'd be called the
Or,
Tambourines, and it'd be all Gregorian chant with tambourine, and we'd be wearing just denim.
Yep. How did you get it?
Yeah, damn.
Got it.
I crushed
You
that.
don't understand us.
Let's see. We're Ross and Rachel on a break.
I don't get the reference.
It's a reference to Futurama, so that really surprises me that you don't get that.
I don't remember that episode.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't even remember the episode of Friends that happened in.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a good one. How's married life, Nate?
Pretty good. Can't seem to. My favorite. It's actually pretty great. My favorite joke is you get to make is when people ask you like how being married is. You like pretend like you can't get the ring off fast enough. It's very good. It's provided a lot of new joke material for my life.
People may think you're joking, but I've actually seen you do this.
Oh, I'm not joking. I've done it several times.
Get it off.
The minute people stop laughing, I'll stop doing it. But it hasn't happened yet.
Someone should double down and be like, "Oh, I'll take that."
If you can get it off, that'll be my joke. And then
What song would play if someone went to your MySpace profile today?
like if I had a MySpace profile now, or
Or-
the MySpace profile I would have had when it was actually popular.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Oh, that's a good question.
Because if it was then, it probably would have been like some sort of Linkin Park track.
Oh my God, Nate.
Hybrid theory or something.
Ooh, yeah, I mean that's a good one. Meteora, maybe if you want to go there.
Mine would have been "Best of Me" by The Starting Line. That was the last song I had on there.
Mine would have probably been a Weird Al song.
Ooh, yeah, that's another good possibility.
I just don't. I can't pick out which one though. Is the thing.
Probably
Boy, I
White
mean,
Nerdy.
Albuquerque, pretty good.
Well, writing nerdy came out when we were in high school, didn't it?
I don't know.
Albuquerque, that's your horoscope for today.
Albuquerque. Shit. What's the? I Lost on Jeopardy was a good one. I like that one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Bought it on
MySpace was
eBay,
still relevant
hardware
when we were in high
store.
school.
Very good.
Yeah, but I didn't use high school, or I didn't use high school in
I didn't
MySpace.
do
so,
high school.
High school
I didn't do
used
high
me.
school. We were all used. Fight the system, everyone. Now, what would you do?
Now,
Yeah.
I would have
I know
one
you-
of two songs, either Party Rock Anthem or Bob to Bob by Kid Rock.
I'd probably put Tarzan Boy on there. If I'm being
Oh my
honest.
God, that's such a good
It's a
one.
really good one.
And if you're like Tarzan Boy, what's that? First of all, you weren't at my wedding, and I'm very offended. But second of all, look it up, and it'll change your life.
I would probably right now. I'm all about Frankie Valli, but only one song, and that is December 1963. I love that song so much.
There you go.
What about some William Joel?
Mr. William Joel. Yeah, I would. I mean, I have very few rules in my life, and one of them is I will never skip Piano Man if it ever comes on. No, Toto. It's got to be Toto.
Ooh,
Africa.
also a good point.
Yeah, I love that song. Yeah,
I've never heard it before, but I'm sure it's a banger.
that's a banger. If you were the Fantastic Four, who would you be? No repeats.
No repeats.
We can't have three Mr. Fantastics. I'll go 1st.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be Sue Storm. Like, yeah, I'll do it.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Tanner, you can pick next.
I would be Reed Richards.
Oh boy, we're married.
Hey.
Hey.
Well, hey, now, okay, question for you guys. How's married life?
I can't get this ring off fast enough.
Oh, man.
Just the ring won't come off.
I swallowed my ring, so that's not a problem.
Now, why did you do that?
Can't get it off fast enough. One more question from Jeffrey.
Oh, I would be,
you gotta.
the Thing.
You'd be the Thing. Okay.
Yeah, why not?
Could you be the Thing except he swallowed Human Torch? And then he probably died, but
I don't know. Do you think he's probably stoned on the inside, right?
yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he
They
was
actually
always
in the
poisoned.
Fantastic Four, there is literally an X-ray of the Thing, and his heart is made of stone.
How's that work?
Oof.
I don't know.
Is it like supposed to be a metaphor? Like, is he also kind of a grumpy?
He also finds love in that movie, so that was a big subplot. And he was played by that guy from The Shield, John Cena. Actually, John Cena as the Thing would be very good. God damn, that'd be great.
What about if we made The Rock the Thing? Because then he doesn't even have to do any
You're right.
makeup because
He's already a Rock.
got him.
Or better yet, throw Chris Rock in there. He's already a Rock. And while we're at it, Kid Rock. Like, Throw them all in there.
Tape them together. The
That's
ultimate
the thing.
hero.
Last question from Jeff.
Last question from me.
Yeah, I am. How many times a day do you dab?
In public or in private, or just in total?
Both added together. And then I need to know how many in private for personal reasons.
It's sort of like a ritual to walk. Whenever I walk out of a room or in a room, I dab.
Oh,
just
man.
to like sort of announce my presence. And then in private, like when I go to sleep every night, I just kind of put my arms in the dab position, and so I'm like basically dabbing all night. I don't know if you count that as one dab or many, but
Cuddling with you is actually quite an endeavor.
you got to be on the right side, you know.
Yeah.
Or I'm coming for you.
Dabbing for you. Tanner, how about you?
It depends on how many conversations I have a day, because I always do it right as I end the conversation.
Tanner out.
Well, I'm
Very
gonna go
little,
to
like, I'm
lunch. I'll see
cutting
you
this
later.
conversation off. Yeah.
Yeah. I have it set in my apartment that whenever I dab, the lights turn on and off. So
It's a real hit with the ladies.
oh man, they love it. Yeah. So
Let me
thank
go
you.
slip into something more comfortable. Dab.
Dab. And it plays some sexy music.
Toto.
Toto. It's always Toto.
Bob the Bob by Kid Rock.
It's actually I'm Blue. It's not the G. And then the lady leaves.
But you don't notice. You're singing along. You're having a
Still
great
just
time.
like
You're just
rocking out.
dabbing and dancing.
The lights are flickering on and off because of your frantic dabbing.
Oh, they love it. Oh, thank you, Jeff, so much for sending in 25 questions. I'm sorry we couldn't get to them all. The last one was, can you speak Russian? Da.
All right.
All right. Well, there it is.
Oh, we did have one more question. This was from Eli from the Blizzard and Eli podcast.
Ooh, the
Which-
titular Eli.
It kind of ties off what we were talking about earlier. Which of the heroes you have created would you think would be the founding members of this universe's superhero super team, and would their names be the headline heroes? So we were kind of talking about that, like, well, in our Avengers pitch.
Well, back in the earlier episodes, I think didn't we sort
Yeah.
of posit that they were actually going to be called the headline heroes?
Yeah, we did. I
So
think
I think that's definitely
without
still
a
the
doubt,
idea.
they are the headline heroes. Yeah, I would bring Whale Lady. I'll do it.
I mean, Bushido. It's hard to deny that we really caught lightning in a bottle with Bushido Sobo.
Yeah.
Yes.
She fits so well.
Our muse. Let's mix it up. What would be? We've made a superhero team. What would be the villain answer? What would be the Thunderbolts or the what was the DC one that was in the swamp?
The Legion of Doom.
What villains would team up?
Infestra,
Okay.
Corduroy Cal.
Yes.
Oh God, the puppets? Are you kidding me?
Oh, yeah.
He's got territory. He's got to protect.
And Teen Rex.
Okay.
Misfit.
I'll bring in that.
Ooh.
That is
I want to
very
bring
good.
that in.
What
That
about
is
that
very
psychic cat? from
catatonic.
Egypt? Catatonic.
I can remember every other name except that whale one, and I'm very sad.
Yeah.
Catatonic. That'd be very good. Thank you, Eli, for sending in that question. Really appreciate it. Thank you for listening. I think that's really it. Thank you to everyone who sent in questions and voicemails. We really appreciate it. Made it very fun. Thank you, Carl, for that thing.
Thank you, Carl.
No, Carl, thank you for what you have done. I
Absolutely,
laughed so
yes.
hard at that. It was so
Oh, I
good.
thought you were going to be like, thank you, Carl, for the past 50 episodes of work that you've done
No,
on
just
our
for
podcast.
that.
No,
But no,
fuck
but thank
that,
you for
just
that thing.
we thank him every goddamn week.
Yeah, you're
So one other thing we could probably talk about now, guys, which is something that we've sort of been informally doing for probably the past 20, 25 episodes now, to be honest,
Yeah.
is like one thing we want to sort of put out there is that from here going forward, we're going to continue really not making much of an effort to connect our heroes in sort of a comic book universe per se. I mean, we sort of thrown out like, if it's really perfect, we might put two heroes together, but trying to manage a single world, like much respect to the actual comic book people who have to do this for real, but it's very difficult to keep all the connections straight and have them make sense. And like, they became too interconnected at a point where every time we'd make a new hero, it would be like 20 minutes that Drew probably would cut out of us being like, okay, but how does it work with this? And like sometimes it was interesting and sometimes it was just frustrating. So
Yeah, it was too much to juggle. And then also I feel like it isolated new viewers a little bit. Like they had no idea who we were talking about with earlier episodes.
Yeah, it became like more of a chore for us that I would say at some point we probably didn't enjoy. And yeah, it definitely made like the accessibility point a little difficult.
We figured it was more fun to just take an article and just go buck wild with it. Mm-hmm. That's more fun for us to do, and I feel like that is more fun for people to listen to. So I guess we should say, like, if like you think that you have like a great idea for like, oh, what if you connected this way? I would encourage you to call in and leave us that. We would love to hear that, or tweet it at us. That would be awesome too. I think from here on out, we'll create the heroes, and if you want to make some world building, go for it. We want to hear it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure.
We've given you the toys. Now you can play.
You build your stories. Side note, guys, I quick listened. The name of the whale was Demolition Critter.
Oh my god.
Oh, because
I think that was one where we did throw a name out from.
You're right.
Yeah, it is.
It was Demolition Critter. All right. Well, should we just play it out like we normally do with the?
I think so.
Yeah.
Hey Tanner, take us away.
Yeah. So that was the special issue number 50 of Headline Heroes. We didn't create anything this time. Just did questions and a quiz and stuff. It was fun. As always, we want to thank Brett Jacobson for making the art for the show. Brett just had a birthday recently. He coincidentally turned the big 5-0, and he got his haircut. So that's pretty cool. He's not actually 50, but yeah.
No, you don't need to say. I'll cut that.
Okay.
And he got a haircut. Hey, big changes in Brett's life. That's awesome.
Things are really looking up.
Yeah,
They are.
for Brett.
This is I want to take this time to thank Carl Sorensen for that recording he made for us, and only that recording, nothing else. Just kidding. Carl, of course, made the theme song that came before our podcast, and we'll play here at the end. And he helps us with all the post-processing of the audio and that you heard. If you are interested in working with Carl on this, like something like that, or any sort of other musical project, he is available for hire at carljsorensen.com.
If you want to get in touch with us, in so many ways to do that, whether you want to give us an article or just want to drop us a random voicemail or tweet. Our Twitter is at @headline_heroes. Our Gmail is headlineheroescast@gmail.com. We have a Facebook group. Just search for it there. And we do have a subreddit, r-headline heroes. And our voicemail, that number is 319-596-6766. If you're listening to us on some sort of podcast listening application, give us a follow there, subscribe to us. We'd really appreciate that. And also tell a friend about us. Word of mouth is a great thing. So thank you for listening to the first 50 episodes of Headline Heroes, and we hope you'll pick up the next 50 issues.